We're Ron and Catherine Hasselness from Chesapeake Eye Center.
Here at WBOC's historic Studio D, you're watching Delmarva Life.
And of course, we cannot wait to see Ron and Catherine coming up a little later in the show to show us not only a food that tastes good, it's good for your eyes.
So you got Hasselnesses. Does it mean Hassel 9 when you got more than one?
Oh, Jimmy. You know, we live in an ever-changing world where things that were once brand new and innovative became outdated and old in a matter of years or even decades.
One museum in Seaford, right near Woodland as a matter of fact, has managed to capture much of what used to be. It's all at the Days Gone By Museum, and that's where we find Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros this afternoon. Brian, you got some cool looking stuff there.
We do, Jimmy and Lisa. You know, the one word to describe this place would be nostalgic. It really showcases a lot of Delaware history, but also a great deal of history from the Seaford Woodland area. And joining me now is the man behind it all, Jack Knowles, who refers to himself as the collector of stuff. So, Jack, you have two main buildings here on your property where you store all of these items. Give us a summation of what kind of stuff you have in the buildings here on the property.
Mostly what I have is items of local interest, old tools, lanterns, just implements that people used back in the years, and things that have been handed down to me. There are just so many that I can't remember all of them.
There's a lot of stuff. You also have a lot of pictures, stuff, you know, that showcases the Woodland Ferry history. You know, how did you acquire all this stuff? Because we're just scratching the surface, some of the stuff we're showing. You have a lot of stuff in here.
Most of it, when my father passed, my mother had boxes full. And my wife and I would sit in our living room floor and look at that stuff on Saturday nights. And she's the one who really pushed me to put it in and said, you know, you need to get to say it where people can see it. And that's what we've done. And I've enjoyed it as much as the people, just watching the people look at it and say, there's Uncle so-and-so and there's Aunt so-and-so.
There's certainly a lot of stories in here, a lot of pictures of relatives, pictures people may not even know existed.
Exactly. Yeah, I've copied pictures and given them to people that they didn't know the picture existed.
All right, so we have a couple things in front of us here that we're going to talk about. Again, there's so many things in here. We picked a few. We have this toy wooden airplane here. Tell us about that.
And this is what I got for a Christmas in the 1940s. I don't know exactly when, but it was when there was a metal shortage during World War II. So most toys were made from wood.
As this one is.
And it's survived since in the 1940s.
It's in good condition. A lot of people may remember toys like this. You also have these magazines right here. Tell us about these.
These magazines were they're titled The Threadline. They were put out by the DuPont Company for the employees. Started in 1941, I think the first one was published, and ran up to about 1992, 93, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And you say you basically think you have every single one they ever published.
Yes, I do.
And you also spent 48 years at the DuPont Company.
Yeah, 32 years full-time and about 16 years part-time.
All right, so the magazines which people will probably like to look through, and the DuPont, of course, plant was right up the road. Now, we also have these lanterns here. You have a lot of lanterns in this building. What is with the lanterns?
Well, as a young boy, the neighbor around the corner always had lanterns on their porch, and it just fascinated me. And when I shad fished with my grandfather, we didn't have any kind of flashlights or electric on the boat, so we had lanterns. And the one lantern there that you see with the cross, that's a float, and you tie that onto the end of your net and light the lantern so you can find it at nighttime.
So you would know where the net was. So many great stories, and these are just literally a few of them. Obviously, people can come year-round. Jack, thank you so much. A lot of great stuff. We really appreciate it. And, of course, if you would like more information on the museum, all you have to do is go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab.
Oh, wow, what a neat place.
Now, you've been there before.
13 years ago. It's been a long time. It's
Yeah.
glad to see Jack has all of those things still in there.
I could just sit and listen to him tell stories. Wow. Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, timing is everything, and that was certainly the case for two Sussex County men. These guys, they turned a lifelong friendship into a writing partnership with 2 books already in print. Why it took 40 years to get their first book published.
Plus, certain foods are packed with the nutrients we need to keep our eyes healthy. We'll run down the menu in just a little bit.
And while we're talking food, Dr. Oz shares with us why it's so important to remember our lunch.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. Are you so busy at work you skip lunch? It's time to break the habit. Skipping meals puts your body in starvation mode, which slows metabolism and can make you gain weight. Stepping out for lunch gets your body moving, which nourishes the brain cells and also helps relieve stress.